Hey everyone, welcome back. Ready for another deep dive?
Always ready. What are we getting into today?
Today we're cracking open the ultimate guide to the Indian stock market.
Sounds intriguing.
Yeah, the goal is to give everyone listening the know-how to start investing, but wisely, of course.
The Indian market, it's a beast, that's for sure.
Yeah, and we'll try to tame it, at least a little bit, right?
Exactly. Break it down.
So let's get back to basics for just a sec. What actually is the stock market?
Think of it like it is a marketplace, just like any other, but instead of buying groceries, you're buying, pieces of companies.
Pieces.
Shares.
Yeah,
Yep.
okay, shares, right. And in India, where does this all happen?
Two big players, mainly. The BSE, Bombay Stock Exchange, and the NSE, the National Stock Exchange.
So that's where you buy these shares.
Yep. And when you buy a share, you become a little part owner of that company.
Hold on. So it's not just like numbers on a screen.
Nope, it represents real ownership.
Wow. Okay. I'm starting to see the appeal, I guess. But how do those numbers, the prices, how do they go up and down?
It's all about that good old supply and demand. More buyers than sellers. Price goes up, more sellers, price goes down.
A constant tug of war.
Exactly. It's like an auction. But instead of a hammer, you have investor sentiment. That's what's driving the bids.
Investor sentiment. So basically, how people are feeling about a company.
Pretty much. But it's not just about popularity. You have to look at the company's performance, too.
Right. Makes sense. A company doing well, profits are good.
Exactly. People want a piece of that pie, so the price goes up. Bad news, scandals, or poor performance, the price tanks.
Oh, so it really is a lot like evaluating a company's worth, but with actual money at stake.
That's a great way to put it.
Okay, I think I'm getting it. But let's say I want to jump in. Where do I even begin?
First things first, you need a DEMAT and a trading account. Those are your keys to the market.
Sounds a bit intimidating.
Not really. There are tons of user-friendly platforms these days. Zeroda, Upstocks, Angel Broking. You have options.
Okay, so I pick a platform, open an account,
You got it.
and then just start buying whatever stocks sound cool.
Whoa, hold your horses. That's like setting off on a road trip without a map. You need a strategy.
A strategy, huh?
Yeah. First off, you got to figure out what kind of investor you are. Are you in it for the long haul? That's long-term investing. You hold those stocks for years, hoping the company grows over time.
Sounds pretty chill.
It can be. But if you're after quick gains, there's intraday trading. It's fast-paced, buying and selling within the same day to make a profit from even small price changes.
Phew, that sounds intense.
It's not for everyone, that's for sure. But there are options in between.
In between.
Yeah, like swing trading. You hold stocks for a few days, maybe weeks, riding those mini waves in the market.
Interesting.
Or if you prefer a more relaxed approach,
Relax, yeah, please.
there are index funds and mutual funds. They're like baskets of stocks managed by pros.
So I don't have to do all the work myself.
Exactly. It's a good way to spread your risk, diversify your portfolio.
Ah, diversification. Isn't that the whole don't put all your eggs in one basket thing?
You got it. Diversifying helps protect you from potential losses.
So it's about being smart, not just jumping in blindly. What are some other common pitfalls for us newbies?
One big one is panic selling. Market takes a dip, people freak out, sell everything at a
It's
loss.
driven by fear, not logic.
Exactly. And that's when you lose money. Patience is key in the stock market. We're playing the long game here.
Got it. Ride the waves. Don't jump ship at the first sign of a storm.
Exactly.
But how do we know which way to sail, so to speak?
Staying updated on financial news, read those market trends, earnings reports, keep an eye on what the RBI is doing.
The Reserve Bank of India?
Yep, their policies can impact your investments too.
Wow. So much to keep track of.
It's a lot, but knowledge is power.
Definitely. Now, on to the fun part. Any strategies for maximizing returns?
Oh, tons. One popular strategy is dividend investing. Companies share some of their profits with shareholders.
Essentially, free money.
Well, not exactly free, but you're earning passive income on those investments.
Passive income. I like
Yeah.
the sound of that. Anything else that can give me an edge?
For more seasoned investors, there's technical analysis, using charts and patterns to predict future price movements.
So kind of like predicting the future?
You could say that, but it takes a lot of skill and it's definitely riskier.
Right. High risk, high reward. Speaking of risk and reward, what sectors should we keep our eyes on in the Indian market? Any hidden gems?
India's got a lot going on. IT and technology are booming, renewable energy is gaining traction, and the fintech sector is revolutionizing finance. These are all areas with huge growth potential.
Interesting. You mentioned different types of stocks earlier. Large cap, mid cap?
Oh, yeah, I was getting to that. So large cap stocks are shares of those big, well-established companies. They tend to be more stable, less volatile, but maybe slower growth.
Makes sense.
Then you have mid cap stocks. Companies in their growth phase, potentially higher returns, but also more risk.
Got it.
And lastly, small cap stocks. They're like the startups of the stock market, high risk, but potentially huge rewards if you pick the right one.
Wow, so many choices. This has been so informative. But what's the main takeaway, the one thing our listeners should remember as they start investing?
Remember that the Indian stock market, it offers amazing opportunities, but it's not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's a marathon, not a sprint.
Consistency, patience.
Exactly. That's what it takes to succeed.
Great advice. So as you all start exploring the Indian stock market, think about what kind of investor you are. Long-term, short-term, high risk, low risk.
And what sectors excite you?
Exactly. What are you passionate about? Do your research, learn as much as you can, and remember, the power to grow your wealth is in your hands.
Well said.
Until next time, happy investing.